Hello, welcome to Fat Man Do. It's Damien here. I have a bit of a honesty session that I have been a little bit distracted and lost focus. Not in exercise and in diet. It's just in recording and editing, unfortunately. But we'll do a quick wrap up of the last 4 or 5 months because there is some good stuff there. So you can see there from February through to May, weight's down to 94.1. That's the lowest it's been, so that's good. So it's a positive. February's exercises, not a massive effort, a lot of gaps there. 2,901 calories. And then you're getting into March. There's obviously a big difference in March. There are gaps there because I've obviously still forgotten to write things down, record them properly. Also, sometimes the watch, when I've put things down on strength training, it doesn't count the reps properly. But there's May. So May, 4,770. So that's good. Still kicking on. Got a new running path because I got bored of the last one. Looking at the trends of visceral fat, 12. That's going to stay there for a while, I imagine. Subcutaneous fat, 26.8. Again, lowest it's been, so it's good. Moving in the right direction. BMI, 28.7. Again, lowest. So whilst it's not obviously where I want to be, it's moving in the right direction. So you'll take a W where you can. Can't be too self-critical. Obviously, you've got to be honest with yourself. If you're eating poorly and not exercising, you can't expect results. But if you are, getting in the right direction, and these stats seem to show that, so that's good. Looking at this photo from November 2023 out in the farm, that's the body shape I think that I've just generally had for a long time now. It's slowly gotten bigger and bigger. But that's the same time, November 2023, up Terrigal, without the shirt on. Do apologise if you're eating, or you don't like seeing middle-aged men with beer guts, or just dad bods generally. But there we are, November 2024. So you can see it's getting slimmer, but there's a comparison. This is June 2023. So you can see there's a massive difference there, just from side on. Obviously from the front, it's not looking as easy to tell. There's a bit of an overhang there. So, you can notice these things, but just from side on and just a general physique, there's massive difference in 2 years. Could I have done it faster? Yes. Most bodybuilders don't cut and shred at the same time, but I was more focused on losing weight, but I wasn't getting the results I wanted, so I went back to adding resistance weights and that sort of thing to bulk up and keep my metabolism burning. So I think if you can see between June 2023 and the later pictures, there has been a considerable difference. Like now, in May 2025, at the front on, it's always a bit deceptive because it looks a bit flatter than it is. But if you go side on, you can see, even front on and side on, it's an improvement. But if you go side on, wait for the side on, you can see that that's huge. Oh, it's not huge actually, compared to what it was 2 years ago. So, as I said, give myself a W where I can. If you've got any tips on how to get rid of this last little bit, I'm happy to hear it and share some wisdom that I've learned along the way, or you have as well. Obviously, you can see from the back, there's a bit of a issue there. So I'm just going to have that shape really until all that subcutaneous fat F's off, and then I think the visceral fat will start to drop. I think that's just the reality of it. If you're in 20s and 30s, you probably find these things happen a lot faster, in which case I would recommend you keep doing that and don't let yourself get your dad bod, if that's not what you want. But otherwise, there's some W's there. As I said, you've got to be honest with yourself, and I think there's some improvement there. If you look at the comparison between that and June 2023, the results are there. So we'll keep cracking on, still keep exercising, focus on the diet, and then go from there. So I'll see you next time. Same fat time, same fat channel, for the June update. And we'll do some more photos just showing the differences as well, a bit more detail. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.